hooded and bound detainees in the back of an aircraft with the American flag hanging behind them on their way to Guantanamo Bay.
Welcome to Boing Boing TV. I'm Xeni Jardin. This week marks the 60th anniversary of the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And we're going to talk today with Witness, the people who use video to open the eyes of the world to human rights. This was founded in 1992 by musician and activist Peter Gabriel. And with us today, we have Grace Lile, Witness's digital archivist. Hey there, Grace. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. This is a little weird for me, but I've never done a Skype interview, but it's pretty cool.
This week marks, as we mentioned, the 60th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Why is that important to the work that you and your colleagues there are doing, you being the digital archivist for Witness?
Well, I think it's important to everyone, and we're really trying to generate awareness about the Universal Declaration because it's really the foundation document for the modern human rights movement. It's important to commemorate now as well because we really want to make people aware of the work that we're doing. We're trying to engage people and help, get them to participate via our website called The Hub to really think about the use of video and images within human rights advocacy.
People talk again and again about how important digital archiving is for preserving memory, preserving facts, and moving towards an end to impunity. Can you talk about why you personally are so committed to that work?
Justice takes so much time, but at the same time, we know that there are mechanisms for justice, but they move very, very slowly, and this documentation is just, I think, crucial. And I think the visual documentation piece is just really, really incredibly powerful. It's complementary. It's not meant to stand on its own, but it is another way to document so many of these situations. And we more and more, I think, are seeing and hearing that that video is being used and is going to be used in prosecutions.
I guess what I'm getting at also, Grace, is any time we post an item about a topic like this, like about the work Witness is doing, I know that somebody's going to pop up in the comments thread and say, well, what do I care about what's happening in Egypt or Nigeria or Guatemala? I'm not involved in those countries. What does that have to do with me here at home in the United States? Why should people care?
Human, rights transcend who you are, what your status is in society, what country, and even what your country says says what your rights are, what the country's laws are. These are really universal. They really transcend these individual sort of differences. But I also think that, if it can happen in other places, it can happen here. I think, and it does happen here. That's the thing. We can't be complacent or blasé, and I don't think it takes more than picking up the New York Times or, to see and to read about, U.S. human rights issues all the time. I mean, and that will take you right back to the Universal Declaration.
I thank you and your colleagues there in New York for spending some time with us today to tell us more about your work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Xeni.
On discute avec si la possibilité de démobiliser les enfants. Nous avons démobilisé plus de 300 enfants, dont 40 filles.
After witnessing the massacre at Rio Negro of 107 children and 77 women by members of the Guatemalan army and civil patrols, Jesus and 17 other children were taken to work as servants in the houses of the patrollers who had killed their families.